Fast manifestation now. Never before have you had to keep your thoughts on the positive like you do now. If you're experiencing what I'm experiencing, you are manifesting your wants, your fears, your complaints and your woes so quickly it's not funny anymore. Within days. Like 2 or 3 days later, you can look and say, I created this situation. It was what I was fearing would happen, or, I created this situation. It was what I wanted to happen and here it is. That's how fast these new energies have sped up our life experience. Wow. Make your head spin or what? Back in 3D, manifestation of your thoughts took such a long time, it was virtually impossible to relate what had manifested in your physical life back to anything you had been thinking, so it was easy to believe that life was random. I had a couple situations where I had kept focused on manifesting a particular item, so when it appeared I understood I had manifested it. But now I don't have to keep focused on things as long because they'll show up sometimes in 2 or 3 days. Amazing. This world is spinning faster. Hallelujah. This will also work against you though. I can't stand being come onto by drug addicted, alcoholic, exploitative men, so I've been provided with 3 since I moved into my newest apartment, all thanks to my own psyche, apparently. Your fears manifest. When I say, oh, I'm getting low on cash, cash shows up from unexpected sources. I'm always grateful. I'm thinking it'd be a good exercise today to write down a list of things I can't stand, I say I hate, absolutely don't want anything to do with, cannot tolerate, pisses me off, whatever expression I've used to describe any situation, and then write down a positive affirmation afterwards. The men in my life are friends and acquaintances who respect me and see me an equal. Don't focus on what you don't want, focus on what you do want. What do you want to manifest? The good, supposedly, so write positive affirmations. You know how it is when you think of a person and how you haven't spoken to them in a long time and then suddenly they call you. Well, this is what I'm talking about, but now it's on steroids. A good exercise. Start with a blank sheet of paper or word processing screen. Write down your favorite complaint starters, I can't stand, I'm so fed up of, I'm so sick and tired of, I totally hate, I so do not want, God help me the next time X happens, and so on and so on. Face it, we all have things we don't like. This doesn't make you less spiritual or not going to 5D, or whatever punishment the truth twisters come up with. To go to 5D, you need a passing grade, if you want to call it that, of 51% positivity. Most of us can do that, can't we? It also helps to follow universal law and to stop creating bad karma for yourself and involving yourself in the creation of others' bad karma. I will stop myself if I sense that helping someone will facilitate their feeding their attachments. I figure that's bad karma for me, because I teach this stuff, I'm aware enough of what happens between people and their attachments. If I connect with someone who knowingly vampires energy off of me, then it's my bad, I figure. There's 2, perhaps, but I know better so I can stop it. Ivo, so, my love, you see the role of personal responsibility and the creation of one's life circumstances. Me, yes. Ivo, the more responsible you are, the quicker you will manifest the good but also undesirable circumstances in your life. You have a habit of loathing a type of man on your earth, but you seem to attract them like a moth to a flame. You need to let go of your resentment and dislike of them. I'm not saying to love them for being the exploiters they are, simply give them a wide berth. You understand the lessons you have learned throughout your life, that these men, and for the men, those women as well, have much power to disempower you if you give your power away to them. Understand that your dislike of them attracts them to you. The neighbor in the back is now getting the message, he seems to be withdrawing his interest in you. You keep sending white light to all within a few houses of your own as well as your own house, which also helps with relinquishing his attachments plans to vampire your energy. White light loving energy always disempowers the negative and the evil. That is why you came to Earth in the first instance. Me, yes. Ivo, stand in your power and, yes, it is a good exercise to write down all your frequent complaints and create positive affirmations to replace them. That way you disconnect from that energy. Also, release any energy that is held within you of the same frequency. If you have stored resentments against that type of man, then you must release them. Some prefer metaphysical releases of energy, cleanses of energy, grounding, that is fine. Sheran prefers the mental approach and will tap into the energy source and pound the computer keys to release all her energy into the physical plane via the computer. Then she rereads what she has written with higher self as the guide and learns to understand who she has become at a deeper level. Then she releases this with a new understanding of herself. Me, Ivo, is the fact that I'm a Scorpio, and the fact that the strongest chakra for the Scorpio is the sacral chakra, which aligns with the emotional body, part of why I prefer doing things this way. Ivo, yes, and the fact that many who follow you either use the same approach, which is the 12-step approach, or that they have not as much connection to their spiritual chakras. Me, it'd be interesting to learn how to do this shadow work utilizing the other chakras, like the third eye chakra. Ivo, so you wish to see your demons and fight them face to face. This can be arranged. Me, oh, hold on now. Ivo, so you prefer the mental/emotional approach then? He's smiling, he knows he got me. Me, maybe I'll get you to teach us anyway. Maybe I'm not so chicken. Ivo, very well. As you wish. Me, well, maybe it's not about that even. Maybe with the third eye, I could learn to see energies. I already see when my third eye is open and it's bright violet, for example. Learning to see dark energies around people around me. Ivo, you already can do this. You must just attempt to do so to hone that skill. But yes, this also applies to the third eye. You may also begin to see the energies attached to these people as well, and some are not very appealing. The fact that they tend to want to scare you is another point we take into consideration. Me, seeing the energy of lies and the energy of truth. Dark and light colors. The throat chakra pertains to sensing lies and the truth. Mine's open, so I tend to be good at it. It's about what you hear and say. Ivo, yes. Manifestation is coming more quickly for some. For others, not so quickly. Your ability to deal with that which you manifest has a lot to do with it. You are all at your current level of learning. Some appear more advanced than others because they have done much of their hard work. This is not a race. Imagine that you begin to start manifesting instantaneously, as you have noted that Saint Germaine does. Yes. Imagine to be able to create objects out of thin air, such as the gifts he imparted to the royals of the European aristocracy. This is what you are working towards. Your manifestation now takes approximately 2 to 3 days. It will continue to speed up, my love. Me, when will I manifest you physically? Ivo, this year, my love. This year. The one thing you want above all else will manifest to you this year. The other day you were talking about sneezing and then within a minute, you sneezed. You realized that you manifested this. You realized that if you could make yourself sneeze upon thinking about it, that you can also heal yourself of whatever ails you. Me, yes, unfortunately I got this great stuff with loads of vitamins called moringa, but it has the side effect of lowering my cortisol levels, so my blood sugar levels drop out. Or it lowers blood sugar levels, I don't know. I had massive cravings yesterday and today I don't have them because I didn't take this pill. Ivo, in this way, you will understand what nutrients are friendly and which are not. I would suggest you research to see what elements lower blood glucose or cortisol and then avoid them. Your cortisol levels are too low, which is opposite that of most postmenopausal adults. There are many ways, my dears, that you get feedback from your lives. Many ways. Look for what you have manifested from your mind. Your fears, your loves. Understand that when you do not manifest your twin flame, it is because there are too many fears in the way, or lack of integrity, lack of responsibility, or other factors. The twin flame relationship is one of responsibility and equity. Two halves of the Godhead meeting and creating together has exponentially more power than one half of the Godhead living alone. Nothing in your life happens before you are ready to deal with it. Many of you are having instances of multidimensional abilities, and your response to it is telling as to whether you will continue to manifest this ability or whether it goes dormant. Me, lol, yeah. I kept saying, what the hell is happening to me? Why did that just happen? I didn't know, and then I never got to do it again. I didn't understand. Ivo, correct. It went dormant because you did not have the light nor the power to use that ability wisely. So it lays in wait for the day that your understanding is such that you can use it to good end. Then it will come back online, as you might say. Me, so many people writing me, asking me about freaky things happening to them that they don't understand. But it's that they don't understand them that they go dormant. Ivo, correct, my love. You are not given power that you cannot understand how to work with, because this same power can be misused and abused. We have seen enough of that on planet Earth, and to create a new future for the planet is to hone one's responsibility to the self and to the planet. A human with no understand of their power and no responsibility to use that power is a threat to humanity. Me, yes. I'm getting distracted. The cops are at my neighbor's house again. Ivo, yes, keep your doors locked. He is out on the streets now, and anyone is vulnerable to this man. Me, I feel sorry for him. Ivo, he is repaying bad karma. Me, and it seems he's creating more as well. Ivo, your world is in an unfortunate state right now. As the drug situation is cleared up, this will help increase the general frequency because it is a primary problem. The CIA is now being held accountable for their trafficking deeds, and the guilty parties are being arrested. Drug rings and cartels are being brought down. Me, thank God. Oh yeah. Cops all over the place. Ivo, many do a good service. They are not all bad. Many do wish to protect the citizen, it is just that sometimes their hands are tied because of the higher echelons of their structure. Me, yes. Ivo, as your higher chakras open more, you will be able to see more clearly who is good and who is not. The energies are awakening you by opening your chakras. So you see many going through turmoil as their chakras clear and energy is released, and others who are feeling more power and more freedom of spirit. Me, thanks Ivo. Interesting time to be here. Ivo, indeed.